Hey everyone, I am so excited to be with you on this lovely and amazing day. I am filming in Ethel M's Cactus Garden in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now today I would like to talk to you about wealth and changing your lifestyle to that of having so much money that you don't even know what to do with it all, to changing your situation, to finally living the life of your dreams. Now, the reason why I'm inspired to make this video today is because I completely transformed my life. And I actually lived in Las Vegas. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my story. It was a terrible time in my life, actually. And so returning to Las Vegas, a lot of memories have been brought up. I now return as a very successful entrepreneur and businesswoman who travels the world. But when I lived here before, I actually only had $20 to my name, $20. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that, and I hope it can inspire you to change your life for the better as well. So this video is all about abundance, attracting that luxury lifestyle that you know that you are worth, and what are the steps to do this? A lot of times it helps to look to a role model, look to someone like me, hearing my story, hearing how much I transformed things. And it helps to see if someone else could do it, you could do it too. But before we get to that, head over to dreamlifebyveronica.com if you are interested in doing one of my self-study programs. I also still offer coaching in the form of email coaching. I will be discontinuing that at some point, so if you would like to work with me one-on-one, make sure to get it before it's gone. I would be so happy if you would subscribe to my channel, help support it. I love making these videos for you, and I love reaching as many people as possible. So it really helps when you support the channel and watch the videos. It helps to circulate it to more people. So I so very much appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to link another video below on how I wound up in Las Vegas, because it is sort of a long and lengthy story, and I think that you will find that video rewarding as well. But I want to tell you, I just want to paint a picture of what my life was like in Las Vegas. I had no car. I had no money. $20 was actually all I had, and I split that with my boyfriend at the time. We had all of $20, no joke. And we needed jobs very fast. We needed money. We needed to live. Fortunately, I was able to get a job at Outback Steakhouse, which is located on the Strip across from Caesar's Palace. I was able to actually get a job there pretty quickly because I had previously worked for Outback Steakhouse, so I was kind of already in the system. However, I still had to go through training, so it wasn't like I immediately got to make money. Now, I sort of was left stranded here with this guy who I was seeing at the time. He was not very responsible. He did not manage money very well. Basically, his idea of money management was, I get money, I spend it that same night, which does not make for a very good future. So I got this job at Outback Steakhouse, and the only place we had to live at the time was the Klondike Hotel. Now, they tore down the Klondike in, I think, 2008. If you are unfamiliar with the Klondike, it was a notorious motel that was located at the southernmost part of the Strip, right near the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. It was a dive that had like penny slots, nickel slots. Basically, it was not a place you wanted to live. Not at all. How did I afford this? Basically, I used my debit card, and I kind of withdrew it to get us a few stays there for a few nights until the money could start to come through at the Outback Steakhouse. Now, I am painting you a picture of a life that is the complete and stark opposite of what I am experiencing right now. And that's why I think telling this story is so meaningful, because you can compare what I was living then with what I am living now. Now, the way I got to the Outback Steakhouse was actually by riding the Deuce bus. I don't actually know if they still have the Deuce, but it was the public transportation that went up and down the strip. That was the way I got to work. Now, how on earth did I go from living in a dive motel and waitressing, living with a guy that would spend all of my money the same day I earned it, to where I am now, which is living a comfortable life in the home of my dreams, living with a man that adores me and worships the ground I walk on, that is very wise with his money management, the complete and polar opposite of who I was with before. Living a life where I am independent and I get to travel wherever I want, whenever I want. I get to set my own hours. I get to have an income that supports all of my means. I get to donate money, share it with others. I get to stay in the finest of hotels. I get to fly first class. How on earth did I go from here to there? It's interesting because you get to learn from what worked for me, because it took me a lot of trial and error to figure out what actually would work. And when I first learned about the law of attraction, I was inspired to use it for love, to manifest my perfect relationship. But soon after, I realized that I kind of also wanted to manifest that lifestyle that I always dreamed of, because I always dreamed of being where I am right now. I always dreamed of having a home of my own. When I grew up, we never really had a home. We always rented. So we were never in sort of a stable home environment. So I always craved that as a small child. I never had that. And my credit was so awful. As you can imagine, I told you that I used to max out my debit card to pay for hotel rooms because I had no place to live. My credit score was like a 392, something crazy like that. As you can imagine, no mortgages wanted to approve me. So it was like I had no way of owning my own home. I had no way of buying it. I had no way of paying for a mortgage. I would work so many shifts and ends would never meet. And now I'm the complete opposite. So when I decided to put the law of attraction in practice in my life, I started with my love relationship, which actually came together pretty quick. And I was obviously inspired from that point on to change everything. Next came money. And the way it finally broke through for me was when I would have these moments of realization that there is so much money in this world. There are people right now that are easily spending money. I would always panic at the idea of having a mortgage or having a nice car because I felt like, where would the money come from? Like, I never had a comfortable feeling around money. I would always feel like, if I had something like that, I didn't deserve it. Or it would be hard to maintain, or it would be taken away from me. None of those things were true, because there are so many people right now that just have money coming to them. They don't have to worry about money. Money is just something they have. And I started looking at these people as role models, as examples of, well, they have this. They're not different. They're not special. Maybe they inherited the money, but they're still no different than me. Like, there's plenty of people that don't inherit money that have money. So why not me? Money is a topic that makes a lot of people uncomfortable. In fact, when you start trying to manifest money, people in your life might make fun of you or poke fun at you for thinking that you could be a millionaire, or thinking that you could have a luxury lifestyle, or thinking that you could pay off your student loans or debts. Money makes a lot of people uncomfortable. And I think that it's important to note, again, that there are plenty of people that don't have debt, plenty of people that get money, plenty of people that work for themselves or have their ideal and perfect job. Plenty of people where money or not having enough money is never an issue. They lead comfortable lives where they focus on plenty of other things. And if I could go from living at the Klondike Motel to living in my dream home you can change whatever is in your situation right now as well. Because whatever is in your past, maybe you've had a lifetime of uncomfortable experiences with money, never having enough money, debt, car breaking down, jobs that don't pay you very well. Maybe you've had a lifetime of this already. But this does not mean that this is going to continue playing out for the rest of your life. And that's the big change that I made, was that I realized that what came before did not have to equal what is going to come tomorrow. It's this idea of starting fresh and brand new. I may have had no clue where the money would come from, or how I would start to earn more money, or how on earth I would raise my credit score. Now I have a perfect credit score. I marvel at the fact that I can get approved for anything now. I used to not even be able to get approved with a cosigner. I have freedom now that I never had before. And it happened through a simple change of awareness, not through a gazillion techniques or affirmations I said about myself, because those don't really work in the end. What really does work is this change of self-concept and this realization, these aha moments. Like what came before does not have to come tomorrow. Other people have these things, so why can't I? So I want you to really start pondering your feelings about money, tweaking what you think can be possible, pondering your self-concept, what you think you can have. Start questioning these lack-filled beliefs. Start raising your awareness of what can be possible. I am living proof that everything in your life can change. I was not born into money. I was not someone who, if you would have looked at my life then and how money just kept escaping me, you would have never thought things were going to change. I didn't say a gazillion affirmations to change my self-concept. I just kept questioning things. I kept being mindful about what I believed, why I believed it. And I didn't necessarily replace it with positivity. All I did was question why I was focusing on that. And then I just kind of started doing it a little bit less. And before you knew it, new opportunities and new windows would be opened for me. And new chances, new business contacts. It was just kind of a snowball effect of new. And I persisted in it. I decided that I was going to be the wealthy, successful entrepreneur that gets to donate thousands of dollars to homeless cats. That's who I decided I was, that got to travel the world. And that is who I am now. It did not happen overnight. It happened through persistence. Because that's who I wanted to be. That's who I wanted to see myself as. I didn't want to see myself as the loser that's working at a waitressing job that can't make ends meet, that's living in a motel where they're like making drug busts all the time and there's criminal activities happening. I didn't want to see myself as someone who should live in a dive motel, who is being taken advantage of by the person that she was living with, who had no way of getting ahead, who had a 3-something credit score. No. That may have been what I was experiencing at the time, but that's not who I was. I stopped identifying as the kind of person who has that. And I started thinking higher and better, and it's going to take that leap of faith in the right direction. It's going to take you jumping towards the conclusion that better things can happen. People in your life might laugh at you, but who cares? You'll get there, like me. I'll be releasing a 25-day challenge for manifesting money really soon, so look out for that. In the meantime, check out my other self-study courses at studywithveronica.com. Please subscribe, help support my channel. It would mean the world to me. And do leave a comment below. I love to interact with you. I love to hear your stories. I love it when you help one another. I hope this video could bring great value to your life, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and may all of your dreams come true.